Welcome to Curated Clean, the podcast,
where we get our hands dirty so you don't have to.
We are your curators, we are sisters, and we are your hosts. My name is Michaela, but I go by Mike.
My name is Mandy.
And my name is Whitney.
And this episode is all about Curator Corner. And we're using Curator Corner as a space for you guys to listen to things that we're not necessarily reviewing between the three of us, but that are new products that we like, or, snacks or different things, even like I don't know, water supplementation.
It's not really practical for all of us all the time to be reviewing everything at all times. So one person might find something really interesting and try it out, and we tell the others about it. And it's not possible or feasible for all of us to try it in time to do a review for you guys.
And we might all be looking for different things
too.
And
Exactly.
honestly, sometimes we bring something in as a sample and we try it and we're like, that was really bad. So we're not even going to go to do it. So today, my curator corner.
Oh my goodness.
Here we go.
So Swanson Vitamins, let me double check. It's swansonvitamins.com, had a big sale, and I don't remember what it was for. Maybe around Mother's Day or something. Maybe it was after that. When did I call you? Anyway,
I don't know.
They had a sale, and I am really let me back up. I have not been into skincare, so I called Mandy because she's the expert in my life on skincare. She's my friend with like all the knowledge on the skincare.
She's like the 20-step Korean beauty
Yes,
kit.
she is. Mandy's always like, are you not doing roller things? You don't have this
It's called
acid
gua
serum?"
sha. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, well, I don't know. So anyway, I'm the kind of person, anybody else, hands up out there watching, listening, that maybe you use the soap that just happened to be in the shower, and maybe that's what you use on your face.
I don't do like 20 steps, but I don't do that.
And maybe when you get out of the shower, you grab whatever lotion is sitting on the counter and you use that as your face lotion.
For shame.
And maybe said person with their hand up, maybe in their mid-30s, and their skin doesn't bounce back like it did 20 years ago. So I made a phone call to my sister Mandy, and I went,
the lifeline.
Swanson's Vitamins is having a sale on all of their skincare. And I mean, I think it was like half off or something. And so I thought, this is because sometimes I'm cheap. I was like, this is the kind of money that I'm willing to spend to try out some different things, because not just because hyaluronic acid is really in doesn't mean it's going to work for my skin, or, some things like that. Sometimes things that should be like really hydrating end up leaving my skin super oily. So even though my skin is dry, so I didn't want to spend a ton of money when I wanted to dip my toe into the water and see what I like. So I called Minnie and I was like, what should I be considering? And she's like, vitamin C serums are really good, and hyaluronic acid is really good because it like keep your skin all moisturized. She said it just like that, just so you know. Exactly like that. That was verbatim.
I'm sure.
So I get on there and I found 3 products. Let me just add ASMR this for you. Clickety click.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, so I got a hyaluronic acid serum that is Swanson brand. I got a vitamin C cream that is Swanson brand, and then I got 1,000 Roses Moroccan Beauty Oil. It's by Andalou Naturals, and it is a fruit stem cell science in it, just beauty oil. So anyways, okay. I'm going to start with the Moroccan Beauty Oil. This smells so good. Did you smell it? Have you smelled it?
It smells
Oh my gosh,
so
it smells
much
like
roses.
rose water, like a really
It smells
intense
like
rose water.
It's beautiful.
Okay, so I have about this. I really like it. It is super oily. Okay. Like when you first put it on, I was like, oh no. And you just use a little bit of the product.
Does it
like
eventually absorb though?
Okay.
It's not like...
yes. Okay. And as a person who is a newbie to skincare at the age of 30, the tender age of 36,
spring chicken.
When Mandy has always given me like junk about that like, what are you using on your face? I'm like, I don't know, the same stuff I use my feet. And she's like, ew, like
So
you should be using like something for your face. And Mandy's skin always looks excellent. She's always like and Whitney's does too, but Whitney like doesn't do anything to her face and it always looks good.
I do too.
And Mandy, like her skin looks great anyway, but she always has like all these fun serums. So I was like, I have got to jump on this train and try this out because my skin has been really, really dry lately. Especially my skin has changed after having 2 children and after treatment. And only doing alternative care, even just doing those IV care, and not doing chemo and radiation, my skin still changed after that.
Oh yeah.
And so I was like, I've been really dry. My wrinkles have been really, really showing, especially my forehead and like my crow's feet. And I have laugh lines. And here's the deal. I don't care. I laugh a lot. You're going to see the lines. So I don't necessarily mind them, but they were just getting really, really deep. And my makeup was settling in them. And I just thought I have to do something. So I really like this Moroccan Beauty Oil. It is really oily. But like Whitney mentioned, it does settle in. Yeah, it does absorb. Eventually. So what I have to do is I have to like put it on and then kind of wait a couple minutes and like let it like. So what do you do during that time while it's drying? Because I just kind of like putz around and like do other stuff.
Okay, so like that's when normally like if I'm putting on, because I love Moroccan oil, it actually is more of a dry oil. I know because it feels oily, but it is more drying than like a rose oil or something like that. So that but that has the added benefit of having the rose in it, and rose is super soothing for inflammation.
It is, and I have been. So during treatment, I had hot spots on my skin as MTHFR. We're all MTHFR. Yes. Your MTHFR people. If you've ever had like lots of acne, or sometimes you'll have like almost like little eczema patches pop up, that is your skin trying to detox something. And MTHFR loves to use skin as a detoxing agent. So I was having some really bad breakouts like around my nose that were just like kind of caustic, like I'm detoxing something.
Yes. Yeah.
And this, I would pack it around those areas, and honestly, at night in the morning, that would be calmed down completely in the morning. And I figured it was from the rose. I did know that rose oil was very calming and soothing to skin.
Yes.
So what do you do while it's drying?
So while it's drying down, that's when I do my gua sha, or you can do your lymph roller. And I really
And gua sha is just a fancy word for using some sort of like stone thingy and then squishing your lymphatic fluid around your face.
Like you'd see almost like a dough roller, but just a tinier one. And it's they're usually made of different stones, so you can like.
I really, really encourage you to go and get on YouTube or something and look at an actual gua sha person telling you how to do it, because it's very important that you do it in a specific order for true lymphatic draining.
As well. Right.
Correct. I start with my neck and my décolletage, I guess, and then I work upward. Which seems backwards.
Oh, so you open it so you can drain.
Exactly. You need to open this so that these things can drain down. If you start here, you're clogging all these areas.
That is true. If you've ever had lymphatic massage, they'll actually start at the first place my person started was at my groin area and had to open that, because we were talking about if we didn't open that and start at my feet, nothing would actually get to my abdominal section.
Exactly.
So,
I'd say gua sha also is a lot like dry brushing, kind of similar. Because with dry brushing, you get your lymph, but you have to go in a specific way. You always work upward towards your heart.
Trust me, if you don't, like you will wake up the next day and you will feel like sick and puffy. Yeah. So that's what I do during that time.
Okay.
So is that the first thing you've been putting on?
Well, okay. So I have to kind of, what I've noticed is I do a mixture. Okay. So I really like that. It works. So sometimes when I put on my makeup was really drying. So this works really well underneath my makeup when it dries just a little bit. And then when I use less product, it goes on smoother. It stays on longer.
Yeah.
Honestly, today, I did my makeup first thing this morning, and we're recording in the afternoon. And I'm like, my makeup still looks like I just put it on.
Yeah.
So far, really loving this one. It's by Andalou Naturals. It has a 4 rating on EWG, but they talk about it because why? I don't remember why.
The rose peel.
Yeah, so
orange peel.
So orange peel, it was a bioactive berry complex, geranium oil, dog rose fruit oil, and then another rose extract. Those are what they flagged as irritants, and also they could build up into something, but really they said it was moderate. It was more about like irritating people's skin, which it could. I mean, it could.
Yeah, person to person. And any citrus oil, you have to remember, can make you photosensitive. So make sure you're wearing sunscreen, which I'm a stickler on anyway, but wear your sunscreen.
And I didn't do that like the first day, and I noticed that my freckles were a lot darker that day. Now, they lighten back up, but don't do that. Andalou Naturals, just a few things off their website. We take the tricky guesswork out of your regimen. We infuse fruit stem cell science with unique and innovative ingredients such as turmeric, kombucha, purple carrot, and probiotics to provide skincare solutions that target your skincare concerns. Their big thing is stem cell science. That reminds me a lot of Juice Beauty. We've talked about that a little bit. We're going to review some Juice Beauty stuff for you guys later on, but I really love it. Phytocell Tech is registered trademark.
Sounds like
of
this
theirs.
is more, affordable too. Juice Beauty is fantastic, but it's more.
It is.
Yeah, it's more
very
pricey.
Expensive. And when it thought you knew natural, think again. Welcome to the world of natural innovation and the latest ingredient, biotechnology. You deserve results, and it's our goal to give you natural beauty precisely. We believe you should never have to compromise ethics in favor of efficacy. That's why we're 98% nature-derived, non-GMO, project verified, and vegetarian with a large vegan offering. Plus, we're gluten-free and cruelty-free. We never test on animals. So that is from the Andalou Naturals website. You can get on there and also talk about the owner has a statement and they talk about kind of the background there.
Cool.
I even think I saw on them they're doing like 20% off or something right now. So I don't have a custom code for you because this is, kind of I was like we got to talk about a few of these things that we really like but we don't necessarily want to review. Right. Okay. On to the Swanson brand stuff. The hyaluronic acid serum, I've never used anything like this before, so I don't know what it doesn't have a smell. Here, open your I want you to put a little bit on your hand. Once again,
it's really good to put on the backs of your hands.
So one thing I like about this is it's kind of like a gel. Like it's a liquid, but it's
very smooth. It's not sticky.
It's not sticky. It's not sticky.
Yep, love it.
I've been using that more in the morning. I've been using more of the rose oil. I don't necessarily wear makeup every day, but on days I do wear makeup, I use the rose oil. The hyaluronic acid I use like every night and every morning. I didn't bring it. I forgot. They have a hyaluronic acid face wash too, a Swanson brand. Yeah. And I got that and oh my gosh, I use that for my double cleanse. So I cleanse with like a tea tree oil first and then I use the hyaluronic acid on top. And it leaves my face feeling like really smooth and like fresh feeling and dewy almost, if you can call it that. So I really like this. I don't really have tons to say about it as far as like my wrinkle changing or anything like that because I haven't been using it long enough. So I think I've been using this for maybe 3 weeks on and off because I've been mixing the three together. The other thing I got was a vitamin C cream, not a serum, a cream. And it is super thick. If you've ever used the vitamin E cream, like honestly, you can get it at like Walmart or something in that big tub. It has vitamin E in this and it has some other stuff like thyme and rosemary and all sorts of stuff. There's olive oil in here and tons
so good
of stuff.
For rejuvenating your skin.
It doesn't really smell like anything. Like it doesn't smell pretty.
I smelled it out there. It doesn't smell. But you know what?
Like your
skin does not need a lot of fragrance. And we've talked about fragrance before with you guys. We're not huge fans of it unless it's completely natural.
Right.
And even then, even all natural fragrances can still irritate your skin.
Yes.
So in your skincare, if you're smelling a lot of stuff, there's certain brands, I won't talk about it. There's certain companies that like pride themselves on our lotions with a certain scent or whatever. Right. I'm just telling you, those probably really aren't the best for you.
Right. Okay. And they're probably using a lot of fake fragrance. The only thing that has smell here is the Moroccan beauty oil, and it's because it literally has rose oil in it. And it's the rose in it, and it smells like roses.
Yes.
The vitamin C cream is super thick. I like that at night. I use this as a night cream. Yeah. It says that it is suitable to be worn under makeup. I guess if I had a really in the winter time, I've never used this in winter.
Yeah, winter.
I think it'd be great in winter. I've worn it under makeup this summer in 90-degree heat and literally it was like melting off my face because it was so thick and it doesn't really dry down. Like it locks in the moisture. So
my question for you on that, because this is vitamin C cream, which I love. I think it's great for you.
And it does not give the percentage in here. I don't know what percentage
so
it is.
I had a different company, which I'm not going to bring it up right now because it's not worth it. But I had another company that I actually love this brand, but I had a fairly high percentage of vitamin C and it burned my skin. Do you feel a burning or tingling when you put this on?
No, not at all. And here, take a little bit out. You'll see how it feels. And it goes on super smooth. It's not thick in the, how sometimes when you put on a face lotion and it feels like thick, like it's standing up off your skin. It doesn't do that. It absorbs in really nicely. And, but you can see what I mean by you can feel it.
It's definitely like a cream and not a lotion.
It's a very decadent cream.
Thick.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
But I like that. I like that. And one thing that I want to say to all my oily skin girls out there is I've always had oily skin. And actually this works in your favor, okay? Because youthfulness comes from moisture, okay? And so you don't be afraid of that, but also don't let that steer you away from oils. I thought, I have oily skin, I can't do oil. Actually, you do need oil. And you might be a little oily at first, but your skin will get used to it.
Period.
Exactly. Get through the transition period. It's like when you stop washing your hair every day.
Or when you change deodorants. We were talking about that in our Sting-Free Summer.
You go through a little chunk of time. It just takes time to transition.
So don't be afraid of using something like a thicker cream or these oils, because actually it is better. When your skin starts going, oh, I'm making enough, I've got oil, it will stop making so much oil. And your skin will calm down. And mine certainly did when I started using oils.
Yeah. I will say that I'm just kind of noticing that hyaluronic acid, it is so soft. And I just had that little bit on there, and it's like...
It changes everything.
It's blowing my mind.
Because hyaluronic acid, it clings onto water molecules, moisture molecules, and it keeps it right there in your skin. So it seems weird to be putting a acid, quote, on your skin to keep moisture in. But that's what keeps it in your skin, and it promotes collagen growth, and that's what's going to take care of those fine lines and wrinkles.
And I can tell a difference since I've started using it. That, like I said, I'm not.
I can tell a
dry.
difference in your skin.
Really, I can.
Yeah.
I feel like it's not like, oh, I've had a facelift and
no, your skin just looks like more dewy.
Yes, but I feel like I look a little bit more youthful as far as like not so dry and cakey. My makeup doesn't look as cakey, and I'm having to use a lot less product. And so for me, the thing I want to leave you with, and we're trying to keep these shorter, our Curator corners, because we're just trying to be short and fun with them, is that check out swansonvitamins.com. They have lots of sales. They have lots of different vitamins. They carry a lot of brands that I like, but this is their name brand ones, and they're really good prices on so far I like it.
I'm impressed.
And even this Andalou Naturals with the sale price and everything on it, I mean, I didn't spend more than, I'm going to try to be really honest, I think I know I spent less than 30 on these three items. I know I spent less than 30. Yeah. And this little tub, I don't know if you guys can see it in the video or not. It fits in the palm of my hand, and it's completely full. It was completely full when I got it, and I don't know how many ounces it is. Let me see. It's 2 fluid ounces. But
that's pretty good.
Yeah. It is. The hyaluronic acid serum is 1 fluid ounce. And the Moroccan oil is also a fluid ounce.
You only need a drop of each of these, though.
And I mean by a drop, I mean on some of these, I'm using like not even a full squirt.
Yeah.
Like a full squirt does my entire face down in my deck, like into my neck. And, I have to go around my port. So I've been putting it over my port because I have a big scar there where they have to go in and like suture it into your muscles. Yeah. And so I've been putting on that to try to, help that skin, because I really would like that scar to go away at some point. And then eventually when I get my port removed, I just don't want it to look really junky there. So anyways, and I've been using on my cuticles and on my nails, the extras that I have a little bit, so I don't waste any of it. So far I'm really loving it. I'd like to do a check-in like here in a couple months and see what I think of these and see how long these last. Right now I've been going like 3 weeks, almost a month with them, and really it looks like I barely use anything out of the bottles.
Yeah, they're still very full.
Can see they'll really last full. A long time. And the night cream is like amazing. And I want to mix that sometime. I'm going to do another review for you guys. We're going to do those silicone.
Yes, I'm going to try those.
I want to try those so bad. So we are getting some of those in. We're working on it right now, and I want to try some of this vitamin C cream with those and see how that works. So
we've got. I've used other brands that aren't silicone, like Frownies and Tout Nuit and things like that. So we're gonna do a big thing for you guys.
We're gonna compare them
all.
Yeah, and see which one we like better, and then see which one makes us feel like most facelifted. You know what I mean? So anyways.
You don't look a day over 16.
So my Curator Clean Corner today was talking about some facial products because, I finally dove into the skincare realm at the tender, tiny age of 36. But so far, I really like it. And here's the thing to say, as a person who's never really done any skincare for my entire life, to jump in and use this and notice such a big difference, I'm impressed. And I don't regret. It is. It's super easy. And here's the other thing that Mandy told me that I will go. She said, pick 2 to 3 items that you're really going to like and use, because in the beginning it's so fun to like have 55 things that you do on your face, but the reality is being a mom of 2 young children, seriously, that sometimes have sleeping problems. They don't want to go to sleep on time. I mean, seriously, sometimes it's 10 o'clock when one gets wound up. If I miss bedtime with her, she's wound. She didn't go to bed till 10. And I mean, it's like we have a sleeping issue in our house. And someday we'll talk about that too. I'll bring up what we're trying to combat for sleeping issues. But it's 10 o'clock at night. I just want to wash my face and go to bed. And so this has really made, at least I have something to go to that makes a difference. And something is better than nothing. So I'm totally stoked on it. So you guys have to check them out. Andalou Naturals, you can go to their website as well, but they're also sold at other places. But swansonvitamins.com is where I got all 3 of these items and the face washes that I got too. I got a tea tree oil one that I believe is also Swanson brand. And then Swanson's brand also has a hyaluronic acid face wash that I really like. So go and check them out. See what you think. I really have noticed a difference, and I'm glad I made the plunge into face care.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you. Pat myself on the back. Okay, well, good luck to all of you guys as you try. And we always want to tell you thank you for listening in. We enjoy spending time with you, and we hope that we're helping you out making decisions with your purchasing power.
Yeah. And as we always say, be healthy,
be well,
and God bless you.
If you like listening to this podcast, stop by curatedclean.com, where you'll find links to all the different ways you can tune in each week, along with details from each episode. While you're there, sign up for our newsletter for further information on each topic we cover. For video versions of each episode, check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And don't forget to follow us on Instagram, where you can find glimpses of all things behind the scenes.